I have a new song on the playlist today, uh, which I am just dying to play. So I can't wait till we get there, but we'll have to wait for that. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, I love it. I'm going to put this on mute and say welcome. I'm looking at two screens now. I see a whole bunch of people who are here this morning, and I want to welcome you all. Thank you guys for coming. Every time you show up, it's a real privilege, a pleasure, and an inspiration to me. So thank you for coming this morning. Look forward to having a great time today. I'm in a good mood. I am in a very good mood. This is the Morning Flow Show, aka your AM Daily Dose of Chi, and I am your host, David-Dorian Ross, the Monday morning quarterback of Chi, in a good way. You know, we always think of the Monday morning quarterback like, shit happened over the weekend and they all messed it up, and of course I have 20/20 hindsight, but we could actually say Monday morning is the beginning of the week, and let's just rally the troops and quarterback what we're going to do. How about that for today? Let's set the week off into a good way. So I have some thoughts that I wanted to share with you, kind of trailing on the stuff that we talked about last week. So on the one hand, I hope that you guys didn't spend all weekend thinking about all this heavy conversations we had last week. But on the other hand, maybe a few minutes here and there during the weekend that you might have thought about some of the stuff we talked about. And so I'm going to tail on that a little bit. But that comes later, because first we're going to get up and Chi Boogie. Does that sound good to you guys? So go ahead. Why don't you go grab your spot? I will be with you in just a moment. I'm going to turn the music on here. I'm still actually disoriented from having two screens. I don't know who to look at here, but I'm looking at you guys right over there. All right. Okay. Yes. All right, let's start out with the arms just soaring into space, shall we? Opening the hearts, the chest, the mind, the breath up into the heavens, and let your wings just soar on down, floating into space. And then float back up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just ease on down. Nice. Kind of makes you taller when you breathe in and you float up this way. Everything stretches out. And then I can be so tall when I float down. Sinking the chi, the arms drift up. Don't rush. I'm not going anywhere. Hands float into the heart, into the center. Press down into the earth, all the way to the floor. Breathe in again. Inhale. And fold in nice and easy. And press on down, centering and grounding the energy. Let's go ahead and take this foot out to the side. And nice and easy, the hands float up in front. Opening the door. And then just ease on down. Floating down into the earth. And for those of you who are kind of new or haven't been with me regularly so that you've forgotten what I say about this, I don't care how far down you go. Like, just make a sound. Use the sound to go, ugh. And that may be all you need to do, right? Floating back up. Let's ease on down one more time. Opening the door, because I don't know what's on the other side of the door. Floating back up here. Let's pause and make tiger claws right there. And the tiger claws float down by your sides and become loose fists. And the loose fists draw up the front of the body, open up into open palms and press out overhead, reaching up into the heavens. Yes, open, stretch, and then the claws come back, and then the loose fists come back down into the body. And then open up into palms and press down into the earth. Pressing down. When you look down, there should be a nice little stretch in the back of the neck and the shoulders. And then claws to loose fists and breathe in. Long breath in. This is breathing in. This is breathing out. One more time. Drawing on down. Breathing into the body. Breathing out into the earth. And then the hands float out in front like you're opening the door and just drift all the way down. Very nice. All right, stay with me. Just float. Just drift side to side. Nice. Yes, you guys know how to do this. Floating over. Just get into the rhythm, floating on the tide. All right, now stay with me. What's going to happen over here? Bing! The antlers come out, right? This foot's going to take a step out, right? And you pivot on the heel and turn. The horns go overhead, and I look behind. Oh, gosh, I really needed that this morning. Come on back with me and just float over to the other side. Let's do a couple of floats just so you can get into the rhythm of the drift. And float back over. All right, stay with me. Here goes. Bing! And stepping out there. Turn and twist. Reach. Oh, there we go. And bring it on back. Yes, extra groans added at no extra charge. Drifting a couple of times. Floating back over. The horns pop out. Bing! I hope you're all saying bing along with me. No? All right, well, I'll do it for you. Come on back one more time. Step in and just float 2 times. This is the deer, right? This is the deer, and here come the deer's antlers. Extending out, take a step. The leaping stag twists and looks behind him as he runs through the forest. And come on back into the center. And the hands float out in front like you're opening the door. And float on down. Very nice. Loose fists now draw to the belly and circle the loose fists around the belly. Big circle all the way over. And the bear rubs his tummy. Reverse direction and come on back. Up and over the top. And all the way around. And reverse direction. So it's a big circle all the way around. 1. And then down into it. A little pressure into the belly, doesn't hurt. 1 last time. Circle all the way around. And back down here. And now the hands float out in front. Just like open the door. And float all the way down. All right, animal number 4, the monkey. Are you ready for this? Got to make little grabbing motions here. And yip! I'm up on my toes. Shoulders up here, everything up. And turn and look. All the way to the side. And turn back to look the other direction. Looking. Very nice. Back to center and very nice. And one more time. Here we go. Yep. And turn and look and stretch to the neck. Really get that. How far can you turn the neck? Yes, come back to center. And other side. All the way over. Over the shoulder. I'm looking behind. And come back to center. And release and ease on down. So nice. And then float out in front like you're opening the door. And float on down. Very nice. Now stay with me. Last one. Step in. And let the hands float out like wings. The crane. Beautiful. Second time around, I elevate just one side and down. Looking good. And third time around, it comes up and overhead with your wings. Big wingspan. And take it down and stay with me. Let's come all the way over. And one time, just the wings. And down. Second time, wing and one leg. I'm getting ready just to take off. And number 3, one more time. Up and over the head. Floating up and down. And let's come back to center and let the hands float out in front, opening the door. And just ease on down. Nice work. Back to the beginning, sinking the chi. Up and over the top. Fold in. All right, that should get the chi running right there. And open the door, hands float up in front, and ease on down. Excellent. Drifting back up, let's wrap the arms around a big imaginary tree. Inhale and open. Let's get this hand on top of the big round ball and step in for me, would you please? Stepping out, toss the frisbee. Just toss it on out there. Yeah, you've done this with me so many times. You know what to do here. Bring it on back. One part goes out and one part stays behind. There's your anchor. There's your groundedness, your root. Right? And breathe it on out. Good. One more time. Bring it on back. And breathe it on out. Very nice. Now stay with me, sit on back and drag that hand across the sky all the way over, over, over. More, 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 more. Now back over here, this hand on top as you step in and stepping out. Again, toss that frisbee, parting the wild horse's mane. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time, just take it all back in, gather all the chi, and then share it out. There you go, my friends. Sit on back, drag right to the center. Step in and hug the big tree. Inhale and open, and let's get this hand on top of the big round moon, and stay with me. Tick-tock. Yes, the white crane spreads its wings. I look at myself in the mirror, and one foot comes out and just tests the waters. And step down, and this one on top. And tick-tock. And they just all roll together. Right? Step down. Tick-tock. Open. Expand. Take up more room. And then bring it all back together. Open other side. Yes, yes, it's exactly what I want you to do. Beautiful. All right, step back on in and hug the big tree in here. Beautiful. Inhale and open. Fingertips come floating back together. Hands flatten, float all the way down. And back to the beginning, sinking the chi. Drift up to the heart. Then float all the way down. And open the door here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Floating back up, hug the tree. Inhale and open this hand on top. Step in. Stepping out, parting the horse's mane. Toss that frisbee 2 times. That's all I want. There's 1. Bring it on back. Here comes 2. Good. Stay with me. Sit back and drag all the way across the sky. All the way over. Very nice. Back over here. This hand on top. And step out and part the horse's mane 2 times. There's 1. Looking good. Take it back. And here's 2. Beautiful. Sit on back and drag to the center. Step in and hug the tree. There we go. Inhale and open. This hand on top. And crane spreads wings. Look in the mirror. Test the water. Take it on down and just let it roll. Just let it roll right in. Open, open, open. Nice. One more time. This hand on top. Take it over. Lovely. Oh, what the heck. Let's just do one more just because we can. Very nice. All right, stay with me. Something new. I'm just going to reach out to the side here. Take this hand over with it. Step in. Ooh, wasn't that tricky? Melt on down. Float back up. You weren't expecting that, were you? Maybe you were. Push down here. Float down. Bring it back up. Just ease into the earth. That's right. Okay, this hand only. Wave on in. Hello there. And bring it out again. One more time. Float on in. Open out. Nice. And all together. Floating down. And ease up. And floating down. And stay right here with me. Would you please take a nice wide step and push. Push, 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 push. And sit on back and drag all the way across the sky. All the way over. Excellent. Back over here. Everything goes to this side. Step in and melt. Bounce. Melt. Back up. Good. Adding this guy in. Pushing down. Push down. And float up. Excellent. This hand just waving on in. Good morning to you. And open out there and float on in. Good. All together now. Melting, waving, pushing. One more time, just like that. Here we go. Hold it there. Take a step. Push on out. Push. And sit on back and drag across the sky. Drag all the way over. Bring it back over here. Everything goes to this side. 2 times all together, because I know you can. Right here, take a step and push. And sit on back and drag. One more time. Excellent. Bring it back over here. Good, and 2 times. Once, float up. Twice, sit right here, take a step and push. And bring it on back to center. Drag it right to the middle. Step in and hug the big tree. Excellent. Open up here. Hands float in, flatten, and float on down. Very nice. Stay with me, TikTok. Yes, that's right. I know, it took a moment to register. What's he doing? TikTok. And as I shift over here, this foot's going to come out and tap the heel down, this hand floating above it. And step on down. Tick-tock. This hand, this foot. This hand, this knee. Yes. Play the peepaw. And big circle. Small circle. Nice. And step down, big circle. Small circle. One more time. Breathe in. That's what I'm missing. The big loud sigh. All right, step back in and hug the big tree. Inhale and open. Fingertips come floating back together. Hands flatten and float on down. Did you guys like that? That was the Tai Chi song. And sinking the chi one more time. Float up, drift into the heart, and ease on down. Awesome. This foot's going to return. And on a Monday morning, good morning to everybody, a little bow. That's all we need. Excellent work. Excellent work. Come on back in. Come on back in. Hey, that worked relatively well. I like that. Yeah, somebody, I was going through some old posts on our Facebook page, and Paul White, who has been a regular on the show, and who hasn't been here lately. I think poor guy is working or some silly thing like that. Anyway, he posted this song from Sounds True, and so I went and pulled it up and listened to it again. I was like, hey, that's a Tai Chi song. That may become our theme song if he lets us do it. Anyway, it's Monday morning. You know, important things happen on Monday morning. So I got to talk to you a little bit and then just let you go because I want you to get out there and be awesome. So last week we chatted through a whole concept that human beings have a choice, have the opportunity, the ability, the innate capability of making a choice between reacting in life the way that we unconsciously react the moment some kind of stress happens, right? Because that's natural. Something happens and then we react to it. But how we respond, how we actually, speak, move, act, right? That could be different. And so what we need is to have some kind of method of creating a gap between our unconscious reaction and our conscious responses. Anyway, that's what we talked about a little bit last week. So theoretically, then, what you need to do is you need to get some practice in recognizing when the reactions come in, right? What kind of reaction? We talked about the 6 different categories of reactions. So, if you're interested in taking this on, now would be the time to start some of that practice. And in the beginning, I wouldn't worry about trying to label them. I wouldn't worry about trying to hook up what we talked about last week with what actually goes on. The first step, as many of you know, having gone through the teacher training, is to simply get used to observing, to just paying attention. Because see, what's happening right now is that 99.98% of it just goes psh. And maybe tomorrow you'll be a Monday morning quarterback and go, oh crap, I should have picked up on that at the time, right? So the first step is just to simply start noticing. And if you can close the gap from 24 hours to 12 hours to 12 minutes to we're making progress. So today what I would like to do is just have you notice moments when stress happened, when life unexpectedly caught you unawares, and you had a reaction to it. And then tomorrow we can chat about it, and maybe we'll hook up some of the labels of the categories of reaction to to the actual occurrences. And you don't have to share anything too personal, as some of you I know might, but we'll see where that takes us. Does that sound groovy? Okay, so that's my thoughts for the day. Thank you for letting me share them with you. I want to get you guys out and into the world and doing wonderful things here. I got a couple of announcements. So number one, expect a new wave of emails about the retreat to come out this week. We have, I think, gotten to all of our graduates and inner circle peoples, hopefully. Tai, did you ever get an email on that yet? Okay, excellent. I just wanted to make sure. So now we're going to send out another wave of emails to our general email list group. The retreat's already half sold. I know, it's crazy. We must have done something good last year. I'm not sure what that was, but I'm looking forward to another really good one. So if you haven't yet registered and you're thinking about it, and you're like, need any information at all, please do reach out and get in touch with us, because it's not going to be too long before there won't be any spaces left, and that would suck. Okay, the second announcement I have, just don't forget, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, lovely Deanna Dimmitt is going to be launching her first in a series of weekly hour-long Tai Chi Fit classes at 6 p.m. on Tuesday nights. And she's even going to do the PM daily dose of Chi. So she's going to take over for me on Tuesday nights, which is going to be lovely for me. Anyway, that's all the announcements I have. Go forth and be awesome. Don't forget to take time to play with those beautiful hearts open, and no matter what life is throwing at you, notice it. Just like, oh, I noticed that one. Go with the flow. It'll be wonderful. I love you guys. Missed you this weekend. See you in a half an hour. That's perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. Today I'm employing a new video trick thing here, as recommended by my lovely partner Deanna, because I'm not smart enough to think of this. I have two computer screens right here, and I have often included people from another website into our class, and which we're not doing anymore. So I have an extra computer screen. And she reminded me that when we do the recorded version of this video, people who want to watch it, wind up with an image of me that's about this big and can't follow. So we get a lot of emails saying, I wish I could follow more because I can't see you on screen. But Deanna says, record it in a full screen, and then you can use the other video to watch everybody else. I've said many, many times, I need to be smarter than I am. I really do.